today I'm going to be talking you through this really pretty heart manicure. The plates we're going to be using for are MM03, our very first Valentine's Day plate, and for the little words under the hearts, it's MM24. And the polishes, our base polish is China Glaze, Spring in My Step, and then I'm stamping with a couple of different ones. I'm going to be stamping with China Glaze Infrared, and also Colour Club Miss Bliss. Then after I'm done with those, it will be over the top with MoYou Black. Okay, so let's get started. Now I wanted a bit of depth to this manicure, so I've done a few coats of that really pale China Glaze one, just as a base colour. And I'm going to be using this image here, just the script, the really sort of romantic flowery script one, and I'm going to do that twice in the two holographic colours, just to give it a little bit of kind of movement underneath the hearts. So it's fairly straightforward stamping to get these done. These holographic ones, the China Glaze holographic ones, generally stamp really well, and this is just such a pretty pink colour. So I didn't get a great image there. I'm going to use it anyway because I just want to have a really romantic soft look. So there we go. Cleaning off is on my roll of packing tape, and I'm just using acetone to clean the plate. Need a bit more. What I do find with the holographic ones is they do dry very quickly, so you do need to work pretty fast with them. I'm just going to go through and do the rest of these nails. Okay, so I'm back with all those stamped in that dark infrared, pretty pink. The next lot of stamping I'm going to do is with the Colour Club pink. And I'm going to use the same image. I'm just going to use it a bit not dead straight again. So it's going to be a bit off centre, just to give it that sort of old-fashioned kind of almost shabby chic kind of look to it. And just a bit of depth, I think, is probably what I'm after. So I've got that on there, and I'm just going to go a bit off, so you can kind of see that that's just really pretty. It's really subtle, but it just gives a bit of complexity to the design that just the straight words aren't going to offer. So I'll just show you another nail. This design is a really fine one, this image, and so when I'm stamping with it, when I'm scraping it, I'm scraping really lightly because I don't want to pull too much of the lacquer out of the design. So I'm literally just, resting that on the plate, and two fingers, and that's just the weight of my fingers, I'm not even pushing down. Just doing a very light scrape to allow as much of the polish as I can to stay in the engraving. So last one. And as I said, I'm just going a bit off centre, so you can kind of see, just gives it that just little sort of soft kind of look to it before we do our hearts in black. Okay, so that'll be dry by now because it's so fine. We can start doing the hearts. So I'm just using this design here, and the MoYou polish. Because this is a fairly pale sort of pink look, I'm not going to use the tip strip along the top. I'm just going to use the hearts down the bottom. Again, I'm not using much pressure at all to pull that polish across. And you can see how that's going to look, the final look. So just continue through. That's the next one. It's looking really pretty and really Valentine's Day like. So, which is what we want. It's a really pretty heart. Those words are fine enough that they're all showing up really nicely under the hearts. With lining up the hearts, what I'm trying to do is, if you have a look at the design, you can see down the middle there's almost a sort of a line between the hearts down the middle, just down there. Putting that down the middle of my finger. So I sort of end up with hearts on either side of the mid-level of my finger, midline of my finger. And we're nearly there. I often find with nails that just a few extra little details, like using two different colours at a different angle, just gives that, give your stamping just a bit more volume to it, a bit more complexity to it, and it just lightens up the look. It's not such a harsh look with that extra stamping underneath. I'm going to go and clean these up and take some pretty pictures. Happy stamping, guys.